All right, we are so excited to be here today. This is something that I dreamed of many, many years ago, and I'm just floored that we're at this point now. I am Darrell Coach D. Andrews. As you can see here in this description, I am Captain Vision. Um, I have been involved with the speaking and training and coaching field in schools, school districts, workforce developments, and corporations for 20 plus years. We've empowered hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of lives. And I just want to limit this time by saying I'm Captain Vision because I believe that every person needs to have a vision for their future, a vision for their life, a vision for their goals. And so instead of introducing the person in this video with me, I'm going to have them introduce myself because I'm someone I'm extremely proud of, Darrell Jr. Tell the world about who you are.
All right, so I'm Darrell Andrews Jr., also known as Captain Impact. The reason why I call myself that is because I want to help others, especially students, understand the power of their identity and how that impacts their life and the lives of others around them.
In a very positive way. And you are a 2020 graduate of an amazing school. What's that school called again?
So it is Ringling College of Art and Design. So I've got I obtained my major in illustration and a minor in visual development.
Yes, and Ringling, for those of you who don't know, is one of the top art schools in the United States of America. Ringling, Cal Arts, they all rank up there as some of the top schools. So we're honored to be in this work with Darrell. And so we want to talk to you about the Superhero Project. And we're very excited about this. Darrell and I actually did some of this years ago when he was younger, right, Darrell?
Oh, yeah.
We traveled to different places. Tell them about that. When you were a little boy, what did we do?
Yeah, so we would go to various schools and we would talk about how students can utilize their gifts, talents, and abilities to reshape their circumstances and their current circumstances and the circumstances around them through purpose. And what we did was we would draw their certain superhero in the form of their mascot. So we would create a certain look that would match their school.
Their school's mascot, yeah.
Their school mascot, yep. So we make that their mascot.
And then we would help those young people see the superpower that they have in themselves. So let's do this real quick because we want to keep this brief. We're going to talk about the three specific goals, that we have. And I think it's important, folks, to understand that, this is could be life-changing for the young people that we serve. So we have three specific goals. And really the thing with this is to the number one goal is to help students identify and understand their purpose and in use of their gifts, talents, and abilities, which are really their superpowers. Wouldn't you agree with that, Darrell?
Oh, yeah.
Their superpowers. Talk about that for just a second or two.
Yeah. A great example would be, speaking of superheroes, a gentleman by the name of Stan Lee. Now, he's gone, but his legacy is still alive, right? So what we see in the comics and the movies and games, whether it be Spider-Man, Captain America, the Hulk, we see an impact of a creative individual who just went all out, who flourished, who really dug deep inside of himself and understood that I have so much to offer. And, he was a really creative thinker. He thought outside the box a lot of times. And he had fun. He utilized his gifts, talents, and abilities. Not only did he create characters with powers, but he had his own sense of...
He had his own superpower.
As well, exactly. So he really understood that. Yeah, he really understood that. And that's why we see all the amazing stuff we see in terms of Marvel right now. So that legacy is still being formed.
It's still going. So that leads us into, understanding to use their superpowers. The second goal is to have the superpowers have impact. Just take a few seconds and talk about that. Like, do we want them to understand, just like Stan Lee had impact, they can have impact, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And that goes back to my name, Captain Impact, right? So what I want students to really understand is that your focus and your behavior is going to shape your identity. And that's going to lead into how you impact your own life, the lives of others, and your surrounding environment. Once you understand that, you can connect that to a greater purpose, it's going to change everything. And understanding that, it just take one step at a time. You might have these big dreams and these aspirations, and that's great. But understand where you are now, that you have a team around you, your friends, the teachers, the principal,
school
people,
principal. Yep.
yeah, people who are going to help you,
Mentors,
move
community
forward.
leaders, family members.
Exactly. Yeah. So the people, in your own home. So understanding that you have an entire group of people who are there for you.
Yep.
So that's what I want to, really make known.
That's the impact part. That's the important part. And lastly, to really help them understand that their life counts. And if I can talk about this one, we live in a day and age where so many people are dealing with depression and dealing with stress and trauma. One thing about having your superpowers release is you can kind of press beyond that and start realizing, I want my life to count too. I sit out here and I look at everybody out here doing different things. Why not me? And so as a young person, I recognized I got these gifts, talents, and abilities that I can use, like you said, Captain Impact, and have impact on society. And so that's one of our major goals. And I think what's going to be a byproduct of this, which is additionally connected to this goal, is better use of time. Like, we all love technology, but why do I want to spend all my time watching somebody else maximize their potential, playing games that somebody else created? Why don't I spend some time doing some things so that I can have the same kind of impact? Maybe, yeah. Some type of impact as well. So that's what our third focus is. So we're going to wrap this up because we're a little over the time that we would want to go. But Captain Impact, the ultimate goal is impact. When you say that, that's the big part. Give some final thoughts on that, and we'll wrap this up. But what are your Captain Impact? That's
so
important.
just a general thought. Everything you see around you. Right now, I'm in a room where I see tables. I've got this water bottle here. Got my phone. This is all a result of impact. And the impact that we see right here, it's impacting our lives on a day-to-day basis. It's helping us, right? It's helping us stay connected, helping us create or think creatively, coming up with new ways to innovate. You see tons of apps being created day to day. And how are these apps shaping our lives, right? So really thinking in creative ways that we can impact each other. And it's everywhere, whether it's a skyscraper or a bridge or a car.
Sneakers that you wear, clothes on your back.
It's all based off of impact. And what we want is positive, uplifting impact, not negative. Because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we're focusing on the well-being of ourselves and those around us.
Very good. That's it. Well, we're excited about the Superhero Project, my friends. And if you're a school district, workforce development agency, nonprofit, and you're looking to have a dynamic speaking training and hands-on program, reach out to us. We can work with you. We can do a student assembly, which could be 45 minutes, or we can do a half-day workshop. We can do a 2-hour workshop where the kids create their own superheroes, which are themselves with their own superpowers. So reach out to us. We want to work with you. We have been we've been in hundreds of schools already. I personally have been in thousands. And I think this will be transformative. And just a little carrot on the top of this, we have programs for adults too, to release the superhero in them. Like with teachers, you're a superhero to your students. So as we come in to work with the students, we can also work with the teachers and administrators, or the specialists, or the ones who are youth, experts, and work with them. So I'm going to say something that's kind of a little bit hokey, but up in a way, man. Let's create those superheroes nationally and globally that's going to have their impact on society, get a sense of purpose. And Darrell Jr., Captain Impact, and myself, Darrell Andrews, Coach D, Captain Vision, are here to help you. Thank you so much for your time. Any closing thoughts real quick, D, that you want to share before we go?
I'm excited. A lot of it has to do with perspective and mindset. And I believe that students are ready to achieve their goals right now because they're dreamers.
They're dreamers.
They have a lot of creativity, a lot of ambition. And what we have to do now is just plant those seeds. Be intentional, and communicate to them, okay, look, we're here in your corner to help and to guide. Okay. That's the core, the crux.
And I felt led to say, when you said plant those seeds, what do you do with seeds when you plant them? You water them. And what the Superhero Project is about is watering those seeds. So thank you all so much for your time. Visit our website page that you see here. Reach out to us via email. We would love to work with your school district, or organization, in particular as 2025 is emerging upon us, to start that year out with a sense of understanding that you got superpowers. And we're here to help young people achieve that goal. Thank you all so much for your time, and we look forward to working with you. Reach out to us to book us to help you in your school or school district. Take care.